So I was going through some of the tapes I've actually got up here, and one game was New York City, which has seemingly disappeared. Oh no, it's under the telephone. Yeah, better not put that on the tape deck, don't want to jinx anything. Now this game, it's an Americana game. There we go. Is that upside down? It is upside down. Oops. So there we go. Probably not going to get in focus, is it? There we go. Magically in focus all of a sudden. So it's quite an interesting game. And these are the instructions for it. So it's like all this. Hang on. Might help if we stayed. And the back of it as well. Good luck typing all that up, innit? You cracking bastard. So it says, welcome to New York City, otherwise known as the Big Apple. This hurried jungle of steel, concrete and glass bristles with fascinating sights and more than its share of danger. From placid greenery of Central Park to the massive presence of the World Trade Center, there is no city in the world like New York. Game plan, not gameplay. As a visiting tourist, you must visit 12 locations in New York City within a specific amount of time. These locations are Empire State Building, United Nations Building, Grant's Tomb, World Trade Center, City Corp Center, City Hall, Central Park Zoo, Post Office, Automat, which I believe is a laundry, Mart, which I believe is a shop, possibly, maybe a shopping centre. I thought they were called malls. Yeah, anyway, bank and subway. Now the instructions are very verbose. There's no sort of like, you know, letting you into the game gently. From then on, you just have to basically digest this huge amount of instructions. So there's a hell of a lot of locations. It involves being a pedestrian, driving a car, or using the subway. Which was the one I was reading that I was like, ah, fuck off. Right. Here's one, the bank. Nothing is cheap in New York City. You should locate the bank early in the game and remember how to get there. Unfortunately for you, there is a bank robbery in progress, complete with a shootout. You must make your way past the guards and bank robbers up to the teller without getting shot. When at the teller window, press the fire button to withdraw £500. If you are shot or run into another character, you will lose $50 and have to start over at the bottom of the screen. Once you have made a $500 withdrawal, you must exit and re-enter the bank to make an additional withdrawal. Only if you want to make an additional withdrawal, I guess so. Right, well, the reading glasses don't really improve or make the graphics worse. I don't know when this game came out. Joystick is in port 1. Must have been playing some classic cartridge games. The hell? Should have read out a bit about the blue tow truck. How do I get to my car then? You know, you're thinking these graphics are shit, but with my reading glasses, I can see that your main sprite is more impressive than Lemmings on the Amiga, or Sensible this, that and the other. Alright, so the doorway's on the other side. You have to be very careful not to go on the streets. No, bollocks. I just want to see inside the location, because now that I've lost my car, right. No, that's close too. Very odd colour choices going on here. Oh, don't turn in there. I see we've got the driving on the wrong side business putting me off there too. Oh, Jesus Christ. So what's ES? I suppose I could get the instructions out and have a quick look. Yeah, so I've got to remember they drive on the left. Right now. I don't know what ES stands for, but PO is post office. It's a bit shit. Where's my car? How do I get back to my car? Alright, I think these are the same locations. They're just going to scroll, so let's try going up here. Alright, yeah, got to be careful there. Alright, okay, that's this looks like a parking garage. Where's my car then? So how do you get your car back then? Actually, I should stop walking in the road. I think I'm going to start again. Alright, car in garage, I've just noticed that. Should have been paying attention for the garage or the post office. I just want to go in one of the buildings to see what the graphics are like on the levels. This is fascinating. There's a great thing about collecting this stuff before it was expensive, when people really, they didn't really give a crap. Is this a garage? It's not the post office, right? That's the Empire State Building. It might actually be. That looks like the doorway, so I'm not allowed in there. It's a bit risky, they might. So Alright, they get cleared. So can we go further up then? Because I'm not seeing the... Is that the post office, you reckon? Looks sort of post officey. With yellow windows, but... yeah, okay, let's see if it wraps around this way then. Alright. So you really do need to map this game out. Or not crash instantly. Why haven't other places opened yet though? Oh man, how do you restart the game? I'll press restore and something happens. Okay, so restore is not reset. Oops. I don't think we should have done that. So we'll just call that live tape testing then, innit? So, yeah, so I'm sure Americana were like budget games. Yeah, here we go, it's $2.99 on the front. So, I don't know if this is a re-release or just a shit game to start with. Alright, ES is Empire State Building and PO was Post Office. Well, it says the bank and subway are always open during the game. Well, clearly we went in the bank. I'm sure I went in the bank and it said closed. So, yeah, as far as the actual tape goes, there's no loading screen, no loading music, which on the C64 is not good. These are things you expect, so, you know, these are things you got with $1.99 Mastertronic games. Actually, did you get loading music on all of them? We definitely got a loading picture. After the shit like BMX Racers and Jungle Story had been shat out and they had to get on with doing something half decent. Well, they've had about 50 minutes at the dentist. I think we'll have another quick go and then I'll have to see if they'll give me my fucking antibiotics, which I already told them 5 days would not be enough unless they cut the gum and drained the infection. And then they're like, well, you have to come in again and see the dentist, and I was like, fuck you. I wish every time you went to the dentist, mate, 3 weeks later you could be dead as well. Then perhaps you'd have a different attitude, fucking cocksuckers. So it loaded once, so there's no reason why it wouldn't load again. I'm guessing the original owner of this game did not actually wear out the tape, shall we say? Which reminds me of a joke someone used to say at school. And no one ever gets a joke until someone explains it to you. So it's never actually funny. Two nuns in a bath. One says to the other, where's the soap? The other one says, yes it does. Exactly, you're sitting there thinking, what the fuck? Now if I explain the joke to you, there's no point, because if you don't get a joke, then you can't actually have a funny reaction to it. Because you're going to be like, your first reaction would be, weird, that's weird, what a weird like joke. And then it'd be like, oh yeah, so it's not going to work, so I can't tell you that joke. Now here we have Ghostbusters. I've only found 2 copies of Ghostbusters, but they're in pretty shit condition actually. The outside of the case on one is fucking horrible. It's got fucking splatters of paint and shit, and the other one has got the spine broken. But they have Activision written on the inside, see? Which you probably can't see actually. Maybe you can. So, you know, you can't just change them with any old case. I don't think there's really such a thing as a cheap Activision case, but this inlay, I suppose, if you trim it aggressively. Oh, look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. Well, two of the screenshots look quite nice, and the other two look like menu or map screens, so you're hoping the rest of the game is like the other two screens. I haven't played Ghostbusters for a long time actually. Yeah, I have got quite a few copies of Ghostbusters. I don't think I've got a copy in mint condition though. For such an important game, meaning I still remember something about it, should really try and find a better copy. Right, so we're in the parking garage, right, okay. So you can go to the Empire State Building, yeah, right, okay. So I guess we're going to bloody crash into it, look at. Hang on, they crashed into me and I didn't know. I think the Empire State Building is one further down actually. Right, so if the tow truck hits me, so I don't know where the garage is, that's the problem. So I presume all the buildings that are not labelled, so SU is Subway, and ES is Empire State Building. I think the Empire State Building is further down. I can't remember if it's one. So finding where the garage is probably your first priority, I would say. So it's quite a complex game for a budget game, and annoyingly I need to get to the Empire State Building or something. That's Central Park. I need to get to any bloody thing that's open. Although apparently the subway was meant to be open all the time. So that's Central Park. So it's quite a large map actually. So this bit is like simulating a walk to the shops basically. It's a bit dumb when they do stuff like that. Now it did say we could go to the bank all the time. What's that there then? There's something there actually. Exactly, this is what I wanted to know. Fucking, there are loads of shit games like Lazy Jones. You know, loads of mini games on that sort of level. So hang on. So I can't touch anyone. You can't touch any of these arseholes. You fucking kidding me? Thank you. We'll think of the getting shot $50 off the balance business as like a tax, a Mafia Tax, New York Mafia Tax. Both for drawing your money out. So now we found the fucking post office, and it's not the post office, it's the subway now. can't. So all these other buildings that are not labelled, crap. So we have to go back to the hospital now. I didn't see Empire State Building. Well, I wasn't really paying attention, so there is that. Yeah, plus I have to think in terms of the cars driving on the wrong side of the road when I'm crossing, right here. Funny thing is, I did drive my car to France when I was 19, came off the ferry, and I was at the roundabout, and some idiot, probably in a Citroën or some other French car, obviously French number plates, whatever it was, he was like bibbing and flashing his lights. I'm like thinking, what the fuck is his problem? And then my dad said, it's left-hand drive. I was like, oh yeah. Can you go inside the hospital? No. I mean, I don't like to judge a game just on one interior location. That's a bit bad. But it's taking a hell of a lot of time. Find like the Empire State Building or the garage to get my car back. Although I think I've gone off driving. So really you have to know the map, that is the thing. And luckily my get out clauses, I don't like games that you have to map out. I think they're shit. That's City Hall. So you got to be careful. Just crossing the road's a bit iffy. Luckily there's so many accidents. It's quite safe for a pedestrian. Wouldn't like to be in the insurance company in New York City, that's for sure. Now if you could just press the fire button to run or something, you know, like GTA San Andreas, possibly other earlier GTAs. I don't really care about them ones. Now if they're labelled up the top, I'm going to be annoyed. Ah, there we go. No, we don't want the World Trade Center. We want the Empire State Building, wherever the fuck that is. So this is probably like the kind of game you'd buy and then you'd wait for Zap to do a map, and if they didn't, you'd probably never load it up again. You probably give up on it, if I'm honest. Well, luckily they had a crash, otherwise it would have been hospital time again. Oh look, it's another car, look. I don't think the actual location's changed. No, there's definitely no Empire State Building there. And Subway is a shit location. It's not really a thing. The pavements are just way too small. It's just like they've gone over the top with the microscopic graphics. I don't really, not a fan of shit like that, I must admit. Yeah, that's safe enough. Safe enough. The graphics don't really line up. See, that's as far as we got. There are way too many fucking buildings Just do them all a different colour if they're nothing to do with the game. You know what I mean? They're fucking ridiculous. And why does everything have to be the same fucking size? So it's got all the shit aspects of Ghostbusters. And so far, none of the coding quality of the actual locations that you get when you're playing Ghostbusters. Yeah, you know what? I've seen enough of this game. That's what YouTube's for.